Hello, my dear friend. How are you doing? This is your servant, Father Anthony, coming your way again. Today, let's talk about the loving shepherd of the sheep and why Jesus decided to choose you and to choose me. You know why? And why will he call us sheep instead of goats? You know what? Scientifically, it's identified that sheep are always so strong against infections. Did you know that? Why? Because sheep are always grazing so low to the grass. But goats will always chew from above. So the sheep are always attached to the hookworm, to the tapeworm, and so they grow resistant to that. It's the same as you. It's the same as me. We are always down. We are sinners, close to sin. And that is why Jesus will choose you and me. Because now, for the number of years you have lived, you know what is sin. And you know how to even avoid it, even though you fall every day. That is one of the reasons why Jesus chose you. Weak as you are, he chose you. He chose me. He is a loving shepherd. He knows and he has invested in you. And that is why if you read with me John's account, chapter 10, verses 11 onwards, Jesus will call himself the Good Shepherd. And the Good Shepherd will always select his own sheep. And you are a selection. I am a selection. Because no matter how weak we are, no matter how people call us weak, he will choose us. Point number 2. Did you ever know that sheep are not always with themselves, but goats follow the flock attitude? So they always avoid human beings, those who are not their own. And so when you go closer to them, they run, and people think that goats are smarter and sheep will always follow human beings. It's because you and I are always looking up to God and not to human beings. And that's why he chose you. Because you always will look up to him no matter how you depend on men. That is a wise shepherd. He chose you and he chose me. Have you thought about that? So the message is simple. You are a selected sheep. Not because you are perfect, but because you are vulnerable. Not because you are smart, but because you look up to God. Not because of anything, but because he's a loving shepherd, a wise shepherd. He knows his sheep. He knows you by name. God is ever ready to shepherd you. But let's end with one characteristic again about sheep. They bleat a lot. They make noise. But goats do not, because they look and appear smart. Will you make noise to Jesus when he's searching for you? Will you call out to him in prayer and make yourself a good sheep so that the good shepherd can locate you? He will leave the 1,000 elsewhere, the 99 elsewhere, the millions elsewhere, and come for you because you are a selected sheep. He knows you by name. He knows me by name. Today my message is simple. Are you looking down on yourself because you are considered foolish as a sheep? Are you looking down on yourself because you are poor? Are you looking down on yourself because you are a sinner? Are you looking down on yourself because you don't matter when society is talking? It's because of all these Jesus chose you. Just like the apostles, none of them was perfect, but he chose them. Today, he chooses you. Allow him to be your shepherd. Call out to him and accept yourself, and he will shepherd you. God bless you, my sheep, my fellowship, and together we will submit ourselves to the shepherd of our souls. Shalom, peace, and I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.